Back in the good old days, before mobile games were complete garbage, there used to actually be some pretty decent mobile games on the App Store. One of those mobile games that I was completely addicted to as a kid was Crossy Road. Crossy Road was basically like Frogger, but it was addicting to try and collect all of the characters, and for whatever reason, I just had so much fun with it when I was younger. The game was so popular, they ended up doing a crossover with Disney, creating the mobile game Disney Crossy Road, but unfortunately it got removed from app stores. So without further ado, let's play the deleted Disney Crossy Road game. Alright, here we are. And of course, as always, before we get started, we have to bring in the plushie, so Easter Mickey Mouse is going to be the one stalking us for today's video. Now, hopefully we don't have the same problem as the last video, where for some reason I was trying to play the game, and it didn't work because I was being stupid. So hopefully this time it works without any issues, and thankfully it did. And hopefully, unlike my last video, this video actually gets recommended to people, because for whatever reason, the last one, YouTube decided to basically just shadow block it or shadow ban it or something.
Where's the alarm guy?
Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out. One less share, right?
Funny, he told me something similar.
No!
Yeah, that's basically how YouTube treated my last video. But we're going to get aside from that and go ahead and just start playing this game. Now, like I said in the intro, guys, I was pretty big fan of Crossy Road, like when I was really young, because the thing is, a lot of the mobile games were actually really good back then. That's when we had like Angry Birds, and even Subway Surfers was actually pretty good back then. You know, there was just a bunch of good mobile games overall back then, and I would say Crossy Road was definitely one of them. But we need to collect my gift because I might get something good. That's pathetic. I appreciate they want to notify me for getting another gift, but that won't be necessary. We're just going to go ahead and get my other free gift here, and we're going to move on. Like the past few games I've played, I understand why they got rid of them. But then there's games like this where, you know, outside of licensing, there would be no real reason to get rid of this game. I mean, this was a pretty good game for the most part. It was the same old Crossy Road, but your favorite freaking Disney characters. I mean, playing this game, it's fine for what it is, of course, but I do prefer, I guess, playing the original game, just because there's it's more nostalgic for me personally. Though actually in the original game, I have that there was some sort of Mickey Mouse costume you could get on the original game or something when this game was first coming out, which I do have that. I haven't played Crossy Road in forever, but you get the point. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Crossy Road, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, for this game specifically, there's a lot of different movies they did and stuff, so I'll go ahead and show off all of those. But I mean, Crossy Road is as basic of a game as you can get. You literally are just, it's an unlimited game where you're trying to run as far as possible and get the best score. Not really much to it, but we're going to go ahead and play as Rex from Toy Story now. Now, you see, this is one thing that made this game definitely a lot more unique from the original Crossy Road, was that there was also multiple locations in the original Crossy Road, but in this one there was actually a bunch of different movies that it was based off, which made it really cool. So I mean, yeah, for what it was pretty cool. I definitely remember playing this one a lot when it had first came out, so definitely a part of my mobile nostalgia. But one of my favorite parts of Crossy Road was the secret characters, because some characters you couldn't just unlock through the little machine or whatever by collecting coins. You actually have to like find the characters or whatever, which I always found that to be extremely cool in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next character though, but hey, we did get a pretty decent score, so that's nice. And speaking of secret characters, I absolutely have no idea how I just unlocked this character, but I'm not gonna complain. I guess I have to play as him now. I mean, dang, alright? Literally, as soon as I talk about secret characters, then I get one. I mean, what are the odds? And that gameplay right there was so good, I don't even need to show any more. We're going to move on. No, but honestly, I can't complain about getting a character in the video. I mean, hard to complain about that, really. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the only character we have in freaking Tangled. I actually haven't seen this movie in an extremely long time, so I don't really know who this little freakish character is. I'm assuming it's the character next to the main character or whatever. I don't know anything about this movie, okay? I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm sure it's freaking fantastic. And we're just going to end it there because we got to do better locations than that. All right, sure, Inside Out. I don't care for this movie at all, but we're going to go ahead and do this one. Honestly, though, I did actually... I remember I first saw this movie in elementary school, actually. They were playing it in my class, and I thought it was decent, but I rewatched it a couple of years ago, and I thought it was honestly not good at all. Maybe I need to rewatch it again, but I think it's just one of those parts of growing up where you start looking at movies all critically, and now I don't know, I just didn't like it. And believe me, I was disappointed. I thought I was going to like it, but I didn't. So you can go ahead and get extremely angry at me for having a different opinion from you guys. Anyways, moving on. This is the only character I have for Wreck-It Ralph, so I have to play as them. Actually, I know Wreck-It Ralph is actually a pretty good movie, especially for being the game nerd that I am. Wreck-It Ralph is a good movie. And I'm going to go ahead and replay that because that was pathetic. But yeah, I think y'all get the basic idea of the game. I mean, all you're really doing is just hopping around. And some did have different mechanics, though, like this here. I think this would multiply your score or something like that. Oh, yeah, it would. See, because I have 2,600. So I definitely didn't get that through the actual scoring system of hopping around the place. Similar to other mobile games I've talked about, this game had gotten some pretty frequent updates, so it's always unfortunate when a game that actually had, you know, support and content just goes away just like that. You know, it's like you'd think there'd be some kind of way to keep the game up, but unfortunately that's just not the case sometimes. Okay, I'll go ahead and move on to the next freaking character. Oh, all right then, I got another character. I don't know how this keeps happening, but I'm not one to complain, I'll be honest. But I don't feel like playing as this character, I'm gonna be honest. We need to play as somebody else. And I'm sorry guys, I don't have anybody from Big Hero 6, so we can't play as them, but I've never seen Big Hero 6 anyway, so whatever. Like, I have a really good feeling that I'm gonna anger like a crap ton of people because they're gonna get very upset I didn't see their favorite freaking movie, as if my opinion it has to be the exact same as yours. Anyways, moving on, I've actually seen Zootopia, which it's been a little bit since I've seen it, but from when I last watched it, it wasn't that bad. So this one has hope. Unfortunately for this level here, it gets blocked in the snow, and I don't think I like that very much. All right, snow levels have me dead inside, so we're gonna have to move on. Look, I'm just praying that there's no copyrighted Disney music in this game, because if I get claimed by Disney, then my channel is basically, it's gone. Like, I'm not gonna get monetization off of this. I can't have that happen. But come on, there can't be any possible copyrighted music in this game, right? Bro, how do I keep getting so lucky with these secret characters? Like, dude, I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. But yeah, I mean, can't go wrong. This character actually has a different theme, I guess. I mean, that's probably because it's in the freaking Lion King. And if this one, where was it? Yeah, the Jungle Book. Why does that unlock a character from the Lion King? I don't know. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have one for Finding Dory somehow. That's freaking crazy. But what ones do I have anyway? I don't have a lot of characters. I'm realizing that now. I used to play this one a lot. I had a lot more characters. It's just, I guess since I've deleted it over time, they've kind of went away. So, okay, that's not a lot of characters. Okay, I don't know, but do I have at least enough? No, of course I don't have enough. You know, I'm thinking about it now. Getting coins takes forever, and I don't think I feel like trying to get coins on this freaking game. Like, I'm just here to record the video and move on with my life. Which, now that I do mention it, I hope you all have been enjoying the frequent uploads. I'm trying to get back onto that weekly YouTube grind, but with work in the way and, you know, my free time not being as readily available, it hasn't been easy, but I've been trying. And with the way YouTube has treated my last video, I'm assuming they are very, very angry that I'm trying to come back, and they are trying to discourage me in any way they can. But I won't let them discourage me. I will keep uploading. I will try my best. But in all seriousness, I'm just trying to do the weekly uploads. No promises that it's gonna stay for long, the weekly uploads, but I will try. And I'm also trying to get back into the live streaming, so I'll try and balance this channel out. I'm trying to get back into it. But anyways, with all that out of the way, I don't really feel like collecting any more coins. I'm just lazy like that, guys. I think y'all get the point. Disney Crossy Road was cool for what it was, I guess. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn back on the freaking lights now, okay? Well, guys, that was an incredibly deep dive. And by that, I mean extremely basic overview of the deleted Disney Crossy Road mobile game. I hope you enjoyed it. Because if you didn't enjoy it, then honestly, that's kind of your problem. Because you already gave me the ad revenue. You're at the end of the video now, so sucks to be you, I guess. Anyways, guys, with the jokes aside, I heavily appreciate it. Shout out to my channel members, MD, Healdus, and Charlie King. Thanks for being members, guys. But anyways, that's about it. Goodbye.